I would like to apologise for my son's behaviour. He is a filthy little who's been a most of his life and treats me like a
So, Doris Stokes, right, is dressed like a dominatrix, right, and she's dripping hot wax onto the naked torso of Arthur Millard.
Yeah, of course he is.
Right, and he, in turn, is being pleasured, right, by Dusty Springfield.
Oh, Dusty Springfield's not dead.
What?
You twat. Dusty Springfield's not dead.
Yes, she is.
No, she isn't.
She is!
Of course she's not! She's dead! Of course she's not dead!
Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. Dusty Springfield's alive and well. And playing with Arthur Millard. No, she's not dead.
Oh, God.
Well, excellent.
Oh.
It was going so well, wasn't it?
Oh.
I like the bit up until then, though.
Yeah.
I like the idea of her and Millard.
Well, that's all true.
In a farm. We can't do that anyway, still see you can't do that on the radio, talking about that sort of thing. I'll tell you what though, if we're going to pick on a dead person, why pick Doris Stokes?
I don't know.
The one dead person you don't pick.
I know. God.
I'll have to convince her she's dead.
But even in real life, she'd harness the powers of the dark side, so we don't really want her on our,
She liked the dark side.
Getting on our
That was
backs.
her favourite. She's getting on our backs. Don't get me started on that.
Oh, goodness me, it's just nothing but innuendo and libel.
I don't believe it. We're in trouble now. Oh, God. You should have picked someone like Scylla, who is dead.
Muff Shandy says turn it up. Earplugs are gay.
Earplugs are gay. Hear what I say now. Earplugs are gay. Get them out the way now. Feel the need to make them bleed. My brain needs noise to speak. Mother.
The new single by Muff Shandy, Earplugs are gay.
And the bloke with the gimp mask and the umbrella said, Doris, I'm not doing that.
Gervais, we're leaving it. We're leaving it.
Go on, sorry.
I was talking to my parents on the phone the other day, and I started swearing, and I've never done this before, and it's a terrible thing, because I've crossed this barrier now, across this line, which previously, for 23 odd years, I'd managed to sort of stay the right side of.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my mum, and she mentions to me that I'm going to lose a lot of money. I don't want to go into it, but I'm going to lose a lot of money. And she told me how much. It was £5,000 or something. She went, I went, effing now. Obviously, I said the real thing, effing now. She just stopped. She just went, pardon me? And I thought, what have I done? I thought, I can't explain myself, because she didn't know that I knew those words. So I just said, that's a lot of money.
That got you out of it.
That got me out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That crossing that step.
Yeah.
It's quite a terrible thing. It's like, I look forward to the day when I can bring a girl home and say, look, I do know about sex. And twat.
No, you can't.
But, when I was a kid and I first went to senior school, I started to learn all these swear words that I didn't know.
Of course you can say the word twat.
Right.
You're not meant to.
I started learning all these swear words, and I went home and I started using the word twat. I just thought it was a slightly stronger version of twit.
Yeah,
It's a bit tougher for some reason.
Yeah.
And so I used to go around saying that, and I'd go, my sister would say, stop ruining my Lego, and I'd go, you twat.
Yeah.
And, make your bed, Steve, no, you twat. I'd say to my mum, right? And I didn't realise what it meant.
Right.
And my dad, right, he didn't really know much about swear words, so he started using it as well. He started going, oh, you twat, Steve. And, do you want to clean the bath? No, you twat. And we just started using it all the time, right?
Yeah.
So then at school, Mark Johnson told me what it meant.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, I'm stunned. I'm thinking, I can't go around calling my mum a twat.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I just stopped using it.
Yeah.
Like that, just stop using it. But I didn't have the guts to tell my dad what it meant.
Oh, no.
So he carries on using it, and to this day, we were driving along, he'll say, to my mum, Elaine, watch where you're going, you twat, you great big twat. And I just want to say to him, Dad, don't say that to my mum, because she knows what it means.
Oh, no,
but
really?
She's not going to say to him,
Oh, God.
Ron, would you stop saying that word? Because
Yeah. Same thing happened to me. My dad still says fouch.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, felching, talking of that, right, it's Doris Stokes.
Yeah.
She's got this huge...
4 sailors and a big bucket and like a weight. Well, that's it, Steve.
Is it?
It's the news now. Then we're out of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we've had a few laughs, a few tears.
Yeah, I don't go on about it. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais.
Gervais, I've just thought of a great game. All right. Emma, who helps us out here, she's just brought in a couple of beers for us.
Yeah.
All right. And I know you
We're
have
going to drink them after the show because I do not drive the desk and drink.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
Okay, right.
Because the thing is, there's a picture. All right. On the bottle, which I don't think you've seen it yet, have you? Right, and I guarantee if I turn this bottle round, you're going to start...
Again, this is good radio, isn't it?
You're going to start laughing when you see this picture. Right. Now, before I turn it round, right, hopefully you will laugh spontaneously. Yeah. It's a new competition, all right? You can fact us in pictures. You can send pictures in the post, all right? Yeah. Any picture which I can then, during the show, hold up and show to Gervais. If he laughs spontaneously, you'll win a gift. You'll win a prize. That's a great competition,
isn't it? And great radio.
And great radio.
They'll be laughing at the picture at home, won't they?
Exactly.
They'll be going, no wonder he laughed. Look at that.
Well, all right, there's simple things like that which don't work. But the point is... The point is, right...
You'll still try, okay. Let's test it. He's going to turn this little chubby pint of beer around, whatever it is.
Just calm yourself.
Okay, all right.
Don't want you to...
Hurry up, I want to drink it.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, play a record, Gervais.
Oh, God! Blur and Tracy Jacks from 1965 there. Hey. Cheeky little monkeys.
Well, I think we've established ourselves there now, Gervais.
As radio gods.
As radio gods.
Yeah.
We've come up with possibly the most enjoyable radio game in the history of all things. Basically, what we want you to do is send in pictures, drawings...
Is it as good as this?
Gervais, put it away. We want drawings, pictures, photographs. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them to Gervais midway through the show. You'll never know when. They might just suddenly pop up, and we'll see if Gervais laughs hysterically. And if he does, you win a prize. I guarantee it. Yeah. It could be that you'll win a couple of pulp tickets if we've got them to give away. Yeah. It might be that you win a crate of beer, anything. Yeah. Whatever we've got to hand, you'll win it if you can make Gervais laugh simply by me showing him a picture. The address is XFM, 97 Charlotte Street, London W1P 1LB, alright? And you can fax us, of course, 0171 580 1234.
I must warn them that I really have been desensitised now because I sit opposite you.
Well, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know how hideous and, like, ridiculous they've got to be to make me laugh?
The pictures have got to be pretty odd. Yeah. The address, XFM, 97 Charlotte Street, London, W1P 1LB.
Apart from bad lyrics as well, I like it when pop stars and marketing managers of record companies try and get clever with their, titles for albums and stuff. Remember Wet, Wet, Wet? Popped in, sold out.
Nice.
Oh, lovely.
Beautiful.
And you know, Tony Banks out of Genesis, he did his solo project, and what he had, right, was the album there, and he had Banks across the top, right, and using the S to start the next word coming down was statement.
Clever.
Banks statement. Oh, I was watching
Tony Banks, is he not the sports minister?
Oh, I don't know, he was in Genesis when he was younger though, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know how it works. Well, because Phil Collins is Minister of Shite.
Right. When I'm alone, right, and Jane's out, I sort of channel surf. I never watch a programme. Right. I sit down to it and I think 2 minutes.
You shocked me.
Yeah, yeah. And I just sort of going through and I was going back and forth between the Waltons and, like, the Box.
Right.
Music Television, You Control.
Yeah.
MTV. VH1. Ooh. And I got a glimpse of Toya Wilcox, which I stopped, obviously.
Yeah.
And she's on one of these religious programmes. I think it was on BBC Two. I don't know what it was, but it was with that bloke. Oh, God. I can't tell this anecdote. I can't stand it if I don't know the name. It's sort of like a Jeremy Paxman type thing. You know, he went to university, he was going to be a serious journalist. He wanted to be KAD, but he settled for Les Dennis. Oh, one of those sort of people that was on That's Life. No, I'm not telling it until someone phones in. Toya Wilcox on a religious programme. What's that bloke's name? Then I'll tell it. 0171 580 2000.
Gervais, have you ever watched an entire documentary all the way through?
You don't know one, don't you?
Beautiful.
You don't look. Now, New Order's your favourite band of all time, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Paul Wright called. It was John Stapleton.
Oh, was it?
It was one of those, you know what I mean? It was sort of like the Paul Heine, Kieran, Prendeville, and Chris Sale, all that sort of type of thing, you know what I mean?
Right, so, and this was on BBC Two.
And it's always one of those, they're those people, you're sitting with people and they go, oh, I went to university with him.
I know.
And they suddenly realise it's not a proud, you know.
I know.
Oh, and they just go quiet. It's never impressive, is it?
It's never Prince.
No, exactly.
Or, I don't know, somebody really great and groovy.
Yeah.
It's never, I don't know, say Rick Astley.
And then you start realising that you're around someone's house and they go, and he comes on, you just don't say anything.
Yeah.
And then someone goes, didn't you go, no. No, I thought I did. It was the other one. It was Chris Sale.
Did you go to anybody at school with anybody?
Michael Jackson.
Did you?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Odd that you went to school presumably in the States.
No. He was in Reading for a lot of his life.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he some kind of exchange program?
Yeah. We sent them Charlie Chaplin, funnily enough.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Took a long time for them to get round it. You know what the Americans are like.
You're making this up.
Yeah. Anyway, Toya's talking to John Stapleton, and I suddenly realised it's a religious programme straight away, because it was back over in the church. Right? And
nothing gets past you, mate.
No way. Could be archaeology is us.
So wait a minute, whoa. Yeah, so people, Toya's on some religious programme.
It's not worth it.
John Stapleton.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm just flicked through and I went, hold on, it's Toya. And he goes, it was very spiritual. She went, yes. And I realised she was talking about a wedding. She was going, it was very, very spiritual indeed. And he said, but no hymns. She went, no, we had silence instead. Silence instead. So now we will do silence number 3. It's 4.5 minutes long, so keep your gob shut. Right? And I think, what is she talking about? He went, She went, people are scared of, that was Chris Eubank. Right? She said, people are scared of silence. Yeah. And then she said, the thing is, during silence, there's a lot of unconscious thought. What? You thought that you don't know you're thinking? You said it was 3.5 minutes. I didn't think a thing during that. I better plug into my unconscious to find out what exactly I was standing up for 3 minutes. Going, who's the women in the hats? What are we doing here? What a load of pretentious twaddle that is.
Well, I've never liked Toya. I've never liked her.
Oh, she's alright.
That's all the more reason to hate her.
No, I don't hate her. All those people I just mentioned, they don't come close to Lenny Henry. I saw another bit of him doing his stand-up in America. Oh, God, it's so nauseating. He's got another series, apparently. Does anyone like Lenny Henry? Oh, well, obviously. It's a massive star. Does anyone listening to this show
really like Lenny Henry?
Yeah. Or, is there anyone that annoys me more than Lenny Henry? I should answer that one, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Do I win a prize?
I think what you want to do there is you want to speak correctly. It's another simple thing, Gervais, which will help you out in your radio career.
Oh no, I'm a swerve driver. That's 3 minutes 41. I've got to pick one. 7 minutes to the news.
Gervais, whoa. Before you move on, can I just tell you, because we talked about celebrities and going to school with celebrities and things.
Yeah.
I have a very famous second cousin.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you who it is in a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
And I've got the best joke in the world.
Have you?
I should have been trailing that. That'd have kept them on their tender hooks. Why are they sitting on tender hooks?
So we've got...
What are tender hooks?
I think it's tenter hooks. I don't know what they are, but I don't think it's...
What? Okay. 0171. Who annoys me more than Lenny Henry? No one. You've won that one. So don't bother phoning him.
But who annoys you, the listener, more than Lenny Henry?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Clever.
Because then it's thrown it to them.
Yeah,
it's their opinion. Oh!
Simple thing.
Excellent.
I noticed again you didn't bother to give the whole phone number.
What did I say?
You actually just said 0171. It used to be, as I recall, 0171 580, which is about half of it, but no, just 0171 now.
Oh, swerve driver. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais Show. Well, it's nearly over, but I have got a great joke, and we've got a simple rule here. That you only have to tell a joke on air if it's about going into a pub.
That's right.
Okay, you ready?
Go on.
Penguin goes into a pub, goes up to the bar, and says to the barman, have you seen my dad in here? And he goes, I don't know, what's he look like?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's all right. It's all right. I had a similar one about something going into a pub. I think it was a turd and a wig, but I can't remember what the punchline is. If anyone knows, 0171 580 2000. Something about a turd and a wig. Gervais, I've also obviously got my celebrity relation, which I'll tell you about in a minute.
That's about it then?
Yeah, we've enjoyed ourselves.
Oh dear. Bald character, once drummer for Genesis, is more annoying. Who's lost this for? Smoked fish. Oh, what? What's this, Emma?
That is
what
tenterhooks are.
Oh, what are they? Oh, tenterhooks are what?
It's what smoked fish are hung from.
Excellent. And bald character, he's more annoying than Lenny Henry.
Henry.
Okay. Once drummer for Genesis, well, That's Phil Collins.
You can't say that.
Of course you can. I can say Phil Collins is more. It's a matter of opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, but he said that on the phone. He said, please don't say that, it's a bit mean.
Phil Collins is a deeply boring man. Anybody can say that.
I won't say who it is who said it then.
Okay.
We've got out of it, haven't we? Joe Pasquale is less funny. Ooh, yeah, okay. Who's that?
I mean, the point is that you can say that Phil Collins is a bold, boring man in the same way you can say Andy Peters is a raging... Gervais,
Jilly thinks I'm adorable, apparently.
Gervais, I don't think we've got time to really talk about this.
Okay, what have we got to do next week? We can't say who your celebrity was, but I just thought we could phone in who you think it is. I mean, I've got a few ideas who your celebrity second cousin is. Your mum. Mr. Ed?
No.
Godzilla?
No. The point is that this is a real celebrity, so, I mean,
okay.
Celebrity. So, I'm not making it up. It's not going to be as exciting as, whoa, it's Elvis or whatever. It's not that goofy, but it's still...
they do share some of your genetic material?
No, you wouldn't know it.
Really?
No,
Normal?
You will, yeah.
Symmetrical?
Really? A good-looking person.
Blood reaching the surface?
A good-looking person.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. They probably denied your existence, or they're obviously going to deny that they're related to you then, aren't they?
Well, I'd say I tried to get some of their money. No.
What else do we do? I'll send me some hideous pictures.
Yeah, I'll just give the address again. XFM, 97 Charlotte Street, London, W1P.
I've got to go to the pub. 4 o'clock again.
Yeah.
One computer's not working.
Is it not?
No, this all sounds funny. What's that one? Is that the one I listen to?
Just press a few buttons.
No, I put it on there.
What have you got?
Desktop. I don't know. I don't know what these do. Is your mic working?
Sorry, I got a bit of a cold.
Oh, God, I had a big list of things to talk about as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Rocking from the Crypt.
Oh, it's a good start.
On a rope, yeah. Which is appropriate because we've got a little Gravediggers track to play later, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Called Suicide.
It's one of my favourite tracks, Gervais, by the Gravediggers, but it has got a bit of bad language.
Well, that's okay, because you've played it to me a couple of times, and I reckon I've got it off pat.
Really?
I'm going to be bleeping it out live.
You're going to do a live bleep
Yeah.
out?
I should say, we usually have a few beers and we get throughout the show and I get steadily drunk, which is unprofessional. This saved a bit of time, turned up pissed.
You turned up drunk today?
Yeah, so that's I'll tell you what.
I'll be honest with you, Gervais. Normally, if someone gets drunk, their speech begins to slur.
Yeah.
They talk rubbish.
Yeah.
No difference.
No,
with you.
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of being me.
Yeah, exactly. How drunk are you?
I had a little bit of wine.
Did you? Couple of glasses?
It's a lovely... I might get a little bit melancholy. What about the little baby kangaroos have to crawl all at their mums? I help them. Got a fax here for you, Steve, actually.
Oh, lovely. Good news.
It's from Becky. She's listening to us in bed. She's been a bit lazy. She's been on holiday. And she wants me to dedicate a song to... dedicate it to Skanky Steve, because he is an alien. And she's done a little picture of him, Slimy Steve. Isn't that lovely? And she wants me to play a Subterranean Homesick Alien by Radiohead. And that's sweet. So people do think of you.
Lovely.
And I got one from Laura, says to Steve, you still sound as stupid as ever, you asymmetrical, asexual, rabid, anemic, flea-ridden deformity. Oh, see, you have got people thinking of you. See?
Yeah. I'd rather they didn't.
Baby Bird, and if you'll be mine, then I'll be yours. And Baby Bird was actually in this week with Claire.
Was
lovely,
he?
Lovely man.
Oh, Baby Bird was it at XFM?
He's very nice.
Is he?
He's got a beak and funny little claws.
Oh, Rick.
I know, it made me laugh. It was
oh, my God, we're desperate.
Used to be an
We're desperate men, Rick, if you've got to resort to that kind of
I called him
gag.
Baby Bird, he went, I've never been called that before. Which is bizarre.
But there's a band called Baby Bird. He's called Stephen.
Can you go to turn that down next door? All the time to a show.
Music, aren't
yeah, it's Emma, it's not on.
That's insane. I can hear a throb from the other room.
Yeah.
Someone's got... This is insane, Gervais. It's like trying to host a radio show.
Yeah. And now he's laughing. Yeah.
Oh, well,
anyway,
it's all going to be...
we're going to play a track that you've brought in.
That's right.
Go on, what is it?
It's a fantastic tune by the Gravediggers,
yeah.
Part of the Wu-Tang Clan rap collective, right? It's from their album.
Not to be confused with the Wu-Tang Clam, which is a little shellfish.
Yeah.
That's into rap.
Yeah, it swears a lot.
Yeah, yeah, terrible, yeah.
The track is...
Got a muscle posse.
The track is beautiful. You've probably heard it on the dance floor, maybe in some indie club.
Yeah.
1-800-SUICIDES.
Yeah.
Now, I would stress, Rick, it has got a bit of bad language.
I know. I mean, I've listened to this twice, and I reckon I've got got it off pat, I reckon I'm going to pull the fader down to just the right places and go, okay?
Right, you're going to sort of bleep it out.
And if it goes wrong, so what? You know, that's real. People have a problem with swearing. I don't. Do you?
No.
I mean, I'm doing it because it's rules, and, you know,
the great thing about
we want to stay on air because, you know, we take our job seriously.
We do.
And, you know, I think we're sorry, excuse my French, bloody good DJs,
Well, I think you're absolutely right, Rick.
Yeah.
Let me shake your hand.
Yeah, all right.
There we are.
Yeah,
A good shaking of a hand there. I love a bit of rap.
That wasn't actually French.
No.
Was it? It's weird, that, isn't it?
Pardon the French. People always say when they maybe say bollocks.
Excuse my French, but le plume de ma tante. Hey, come on, language. We'll be learning a little bit of a foreign language later. I've brought in Instant Yiddish by Fred Kogos. I've always wanted to learn Yiddish.
Really?
Yeah. Narishnek, foolishness. Some glick, some schlimmen, yeah, for better, for worse. So I'll teach you little useless phrases like that, out of the old Instant Yiddish book. But first, what was this? Gravediggers.
It's Gravediggers. They're keeping it real, they're keeping it raw, so there is a bit of bad language.
Yeah, well, mine's raw.
You've been keeping it raw?
Yeah, of course I have. Right, I'm gonna have a go at this then.
Alright.
Right.
Don't get nervous.
No, don't, shut up. Right, I've got to go this. Shut up then. Don't put me off. I've got to concentrate.
Bleep it out live.
And I will, yeah, shut up.
Alright, is it going?
Oi.
Okay.
Take it calm.
Take it calm.
Alright.
Well done, Rick. No, it's very good.
No worries. That's Gravediggers, isn't it? What's that called?
1-800-SUICIDE.
I'm going to buy it, I think. Can I get the actual mix with me going,
Yes, you can. Yeah.
And that's for Steve Vox, who's listening in Reading. It's from Lee to him. And Steve is the president of the Geeks, Nerds and Losers Society, the GNL. Lee's the vice president.
I got thrown out of that.
What embarrassing walking down the street with you.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's a terrible state.
Yeah.
Gervais, it was Saturday night last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to sleep until 6 in the morning.
Ooh. Flatmates having a party.
Yeah.
Not invited?
No.
Next time though.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know why I hang around with them.
Well, at
least I look after you. People say to me, is Steve really as ugly as you say? I go, he's worse. Do you know what I mean? But that's no, do you know what I mean though?
You're doing me a favour.
Well, of course I am.
You're protecting me.
Of course I am.
I'd say one day, right, it's just one of me at the moment, but one day there'll be a whole squadron. It'll be like Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God, and you don't actually need anyone else to sort of like breed, do you?
Exactly. We can just reproduce as we are. It'll be like Planet of the Apes, right? There'll be sort of a Charlton Heston figure.
Come over squids.
It'll crash land.
Get your damn dirty tentacle off me.
It'll crash land. Yeah, exactly. And there'll just be loads of me crawling around, all identical, chasing him on horseback.
And they see like Bristol Temple meet, and they go, "Oh my God, they blew it up!"
Yeah,
he's back in Bristol with all your. Oh no,
incredible.
It's a charlatans, and then there must be an organisation of volunteers or something who, if it's like touch and go, if it's really serious, if you're like clinically depressed about it and you really can't get a woman, they don't want just people turning up who can get girls and saying, oh, I fancy, But in your case, they'll speak to you, they'll see you, and I think, there must be some sort of national health thing or private where you can actually sleep with, I don't know, a voluntary worker. You know what I mean, though? Well, yeah, there's people that... Yeah, I know, but there's people that, I don't know, volunteer for geriatric duty, and they're exploding all over the place. They're covered in the stuff, right? There's people that work on leper colonies, right, for nothing. There must be someone who will sleep with you out of sympathy. You don't want that. Of course you don't. You don't want that, do you?
Well, let's not be hasty, Rick. These people, especially if they need some sort of free publicity, get a bit of, sort of press and media attention. Yeah. I ought to sort of help to publicise their campaign, really.
There's probably an organisation that they go off to like, strange climes and go on to like leper islands and that, and they work with them. Or they can sleep with you. Now, that's got to do the lepers some good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be terrible if that was the option, right? And suddenly volunteers to leper colonies doubled.
Was like going to Torremolinos.
Yeah.
Let me on the bus. Sorry, there's no room on the bus, but you're at the back there. Yeah. Going, well, then here we go.
Here I am then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I signed up for the lepers.
Yeah.
Licking their wounds. Well, sorry, but
Geriatric duty.
yeah,
Without
scraping it out.
Oh dear. Oh, you know, I heard a song in the week, right? I've heard it before. It's by Ween, and it goes, "Push your little daisies and make them come up." And I don't know what it's called. 0171 580 2000. I don't know where to look. Push the little daisies and make them come up. It's like that. It is.
It's rubbish.
I've been going around singing
There's
that.
no song with that lyric.
It's like that. It goes, "Push the little daisies
Shut up!
and make them
Shut
come
up!
up."
Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up!
That's what my friends have been saying for the last 4 days.
God, you're really irritating me today.
Like, people will go and go, "If you'll be mine," but not too annoying. But, after about 10 times you go, "Oh, can you sing something else?" But when you've heard, "Push your little daisies and make them come
Shut up
up," it
now.
can get really annoying.
Yes,
it really can, can't it?
Shut up.
Okay, Wanna Die is You and Me song. Push your little
Shut up.
I wasn't exaggerating, was I?
Well, it's a good tune, though.
Yeah, let's leave it. It's great. That's just going to gag. I love that one.
It's great, actually.
Maybe we should play it again.
Well, maybe later on. I'm not that mad about it.
I like that.
She's not quite as irritating
As me. No,
Generally.
Who is? We were talking earlier about how hideous you, how you look, and you can't get a woman because you're quite nasty as well. And Emma, our producer here, who thought, look, this is not fair, you know, because Steve is quite affectionate. When you get to sort of know, you know, like E.T., when you first watch E.T., you go, ugh, and then by the end you think, oh, do you know what I mean? It sort of like gets that deeper. And she went, I remind you, Steve, what I said when I first met you, and this is like her best, you know, stab at a compliment to make you feel better. She said, I thought you're really not that ugly.
So the assumption is I am ugly,
Yeah.
just not as bad as it's made out.
And that's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And she's like, no, don't be silly. You're really good. You're really not that ugly. Yeah. It was a good effort though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, that was nice, Emma. That was really nice. It was a
Cheers,
good
mate.
effort, but, it was shallow and futile. It doesn't mean anything. Look at his little face. Oh,
Look at that fax over there. Check that fax out, right?
Too Ricky, Steve's skin problem closed up, which actually,
What they've got-
silicon
what
carbide
they've-
particles.
Someone sent in a fax, right, and they've got these sort of hideous kind of mutated cells, or whatever, and they've put on the fax, to Rick, Steve's skin problem closed
Yeah.
up. You've never said I've got a skin problem.
No, I haven't. You haven't got
They're
a skin
just
problem.
assuming now.
It's almost translucent, his skin. It's very pale. It's like, you know, like those newborn fish when you can see all the hearts, can't you? All the hearts. Well, in many fish. They've got one each. Lots of fish, lots of hearts.
Gervais, shut up. You're irritating me now, and you're abusive, and you're just winding me up.
Oh,
No, I'm a little bit offended by
I
it.
know. You should be. But what about this charity thing? There must be one. 0171 580 2000. Oh, that would be
That'd be great.
fantastic.
And it'd be like £1 fix. You'd write
Yeah.
on the little form.
Yeah, what about, yeah.
And they could get friends and relatives to sponsor you.
Would that be per stroke or per shag?
I think it's for the whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole event.
Yeah.
It'll be a big event. You know those guys, that, I think it was a hoax, but they were going to televise the first moment they lost their virginity. So they were going to broadcast it down the internet, all
Yeah.
right? And they were going to have sex on the internet live, and everyone was going to applaud and watch and pay for it. Maybe I could organise that as well, make a bit of money out
Yeah,
of
but
it.
think of the technology by then, though.
Be incredible.
They would just be able to think it, won't they, and like see you losing your virginity. And they all have big swollen heads. You might be good looking in like the year 2090. You never know, because it's all well, isn't it? You know, in Bristol, you're a good looking fella, aren't you, in
I'm a
Bristol?
good-looking guy.
yeah. Oh, this is Bell and Sebastian, the boy with the Arab strap. This is for
0171.
Jim Hobbs, who said, who said, can we hear more about Jezuk? And I better tell people now, we've had a lot of factors about Jezuk. Jezuk is spelled Jezoc. I made it up. That's how it's spelled. Okay?
All right, Gervais, you'll tell us a bit more about Jesuit, will you?
Oh yeah, I've got a whole new storyline.
Before you carry on, 0171 580 2000, I've got some sponsorship forms like already printed up. So just send, give me a call, I can post one to you.
I will sleep with Steve, or I will go and work on a leper Connolly, Billy,
Oh, shut up, play a record.
Scottish bloke with a beard with his legs falling
you
off.
drunken sot.
Gets quieter and quieter, doesn't it? A couple of phone calls. Rob phoned and said, slap Steve for saying 0181 instead of 0171. See, it's the single most important thing. The number is 0171 580 2000. That's why you don't hear me mucking that up. Do you know what I mean?
I apologise.
Pump Ricky with more wine and challenge him to quack over the Out of Nowhere League. So what? I don't know. I've start that sentence again.
What, that was a sentence?
No, shut up. I had something to say then.
You are drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I can smell it
shut
on your
up.
breath.
Shut up!
I can smell it on your breath, for
shut up.
God's sake.
Don't wind me up, man. Yeah, I've got this new storyline for Jezuk. I want help with it. What it is, right? I think it starts off with this villain, right? Jezuk brings him in, right? And he's murdered maybe a little kid, or or someone's husband. The woman's there and she's terrible. Well, you would be.
Yeah.
Right? Jezuk's in there and he goes, don't worry. He's gonna, by the time he gets out, Steve will have a girlfriend, right? She goes, oh, right, it won't be my boy back, will it? No, but you can have one of mine. I've got loads or something, right? Anyway, he goes to the court, right? And he's only tampered with the jury and he's a nasty piece of work.
Oh, not the murderer.
Yeah. He walks free and he sort of like winks at Jezuk on the way out. Do you think Jezuk's gonna let it lie?
Jezuk's not going to let that villain, what, has he got a piece of evidence?
Well, no, he goes after him, shoots him anyway. Because, it's just redundant. It turns out the bloke didn't actually do it. But, as Jezuk says, better, kill innocent people than let one, guilty person go free.
That's Jezuk's philosophy.
Yeah. And shoot first, ask questions later. You don't want to be stitched up. He's got a reputation. And then he gets off with a woman, and they have another kid, and it's all right.
Yeah, I'll stop you there.
Why?
Jezuk just killed an innocent man. He's your superhero. He's your heroic, hardboiled cop. He just killed an innocent man. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Oh, so he's got to be perfect, has he?
Well, I'm just a little bit disappointed.
Well, no, he can't be perfect. He's got things to do. We know he's got problems. He drinks too much. He kills innocent people. You go out there every day. See how you survive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Mama Said Knock You Out lined up. It's one of our joint little favourites. We like this one and we like some other songs, don't we?
Yeah.
'Cause we're like mates.
I got a little plot.
Yeah.
Right? It's Jezuk, right? And he retires. He just gets out of the whole thing. All right, that's for the final one. We've pulled a discreet veil over the whole Jezuk debacle.
Right.
All right, is that okay?
Yeah.
Rick, forget Jezuk.
Right.
Because I've got my own show. I'll be telling you about.
Have you really?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Am I in it?
No, not really.
Something to do with... Right, okay.
It's a genuine one I've come up with.
You know this song, right? Mama Said Knock You Out. I like to, shadow box that. I've been working out today on the big bag, did a bit of boxing, because I'm in training. I challenged Canfield to a fight when I was pissed. Thursday night, he was swaying. I challenged him to fight. I offered him £1,000 prize money. That was the purse. Whether he won or lost, he still said no.
Well, he's a wuss. He's about 14 or something.
Yeah, but he's about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Maybe he was scared of killing me. Yeah. Jezuk is not scared of that.
Jezuk's gone. He's out of it. Okay. There might be a comeback special one day, but thank God he's gone.
Let's work on it.
Well,
that's my challenge to Canfield. You know what I mean?
Said knock you out.
Yeah, I'm putting it out. I'm putting it out over the airs.
Yeah, you're keeping it real.
Death Row, Puffy and all that, and Tupac, that's like me and Canfield.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
I'm saying, come and get it, Canfield. I'm saying, I'm here, you know what I mean?
That East Coast, West Coast rivalry we can recreate amongst DJs.
Yeah.
Steve Lamack, outside now, have you seen him? He's a weedy little dweeb.
Yeah?
Oh, fantastic.
You can't actually say that, because, he's a nice guy, and...
well, maybe so.
Yeah, so you're going to fight Lamack, I'm going to fight Canfield.
That'd be brilliant.
Let's keep it within XFM. Crowley.
Yeah.
Remember he had a fight once at school, and his defence, lucky he had a hymn book on him, and he hit the bloke in the nose with the hymn book. So you don't mess with Crowley, because he's probably carrying, Bibles, hymn books.
He's loaded, he's got some kind of religious paraphernalia with
old parchment papers.
Yeah, crucifixes.
Paper cuts are the worst.
Oh, nasty.
Oh, imagine that, a little bit of papyrus across the eyelid. Oh, you don't want to mess with Crowley. No, I'm saying Canfield, come and get it, you know what I mean? He hangs out with his Deftones and all that lot, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Should we just ask out? Who should we threaten out? Who else can we threaten out?
Well, let's not go too mad.
Well, what about Henry Rollins?
Wow,
I made a mistake.
I don't.
I made an error there. There are a lot of people I could have chosen. Jarvis, for instance. I've gone straight to...
A lot of people come before Henry Rollins, don't they?
I was a fool.
Some British heavyweight boxers, for example.
Yeah.
I'd rather fight than Henry Rollins.
Before we carry on, because I'm going to tell you about my TV idea in a minute, Rick, because this is an idea I've been working on, and it's serious. It's like, Jezuk's got a certain strength, a certain quality.
Yeah.
And I think you'll like this as well. But before we do that, I've been sent a picture a picture's been faxed through.
Oh, excellent.
And it's a little challenge, as ever.
Right.
It's make Ricky laugh. If you laugh at the picture I've got here, Rick, then Martin in Crouch End, he wins. Well, I thought we could give him...
I like it already, Martin in Crouch End.
I thought maybe we could give him the Baby Bird album.
Why? Why do you mean it's mine? You haven't got one, so you go on then, yeah.
Well, I'll give that to him. But anyway, here's a picture. See what you think.
I like it, because there's a little explanation as well. And it's subtle, because I had to get right to the end for the big line. You're not allowed to see this. No. That is fantastic.
So well done to Martin. I think he wins an award.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So if you want to win something tasty, give us a call or fax us through a picture. 0171 580 1234. Your pictures, please. Make Ricky laugh.
You know your idea of this new show, which I haven't heard yet, right? But we should start getting together all the other stuff, or we're going to get ripped off. I sounded just like Albert Tatlock then, in the early 80s. Oh,
we should go. I love that fact that you sort of, maybe you've got a sentence, it's got 15 words in. You reckon, well, if I get out an average of 5 coherent words to every 15 that I need to say in a sentence, that'll be enough.
God, right. Jam or ISIS?
Either one, both rubbish.
Oh no, come on. They're both good big bands, aren't they?
Alright, Gervais, next let's talk about my TV idea.
Okay, let's do All Around the World, because it's probably going to be big all around the world, isn't it? Before that, the Jam, All Around the World. Got a fax here from my mate Nick. He's listening. Say hello to him. Say hello to Nick.
Hello.
Yeah. And apparently he's found a great website about Joey Deacon, so we'll check that one out a little bit.
About Joey Deacon?
Yeah.
Oh, Joey.
Yeah.
We've had loads of ideas, haven't we, in the past?
Yeah.
And actually, I was wondering whether we should put out the phone number 0171 580 2000. The reason being that you might perhaps want us to perhaps relate an old anecdote that you once heard on the show that you'd love to hear again.
We could recreate the golden years.
We could recreate some of the classic moments from the Ricky Gervais show.
Yeah.
And also, of course, we've had tens of thousands of ideas for products, for services, for TV shows especially, and board games, all kinds of stuff.
I mean, we've come up with one recently, haven't we, that catch on. Sleep with me or play with lepers.
That's right.
I mean, that is a good service, isn't it?
It's an interesting show, that. I imagine that's at Channel 4.
Yeah, definitely. Later, really.
Yeah, and we've also, of course, most famously, perhaps, had the Penis Puppet Theatre.
Penis Puppet Theatre. So easy to manufacture. I don't know why publishers aren't, knocking on my door.
Yeah.
A lot of other people are knocking on my door.
Ricky Gervais meat rations.
Oh.
Should be fun recreating.
Get in the queue, Mum. It's Ricky Gervais's meat rations.
Yeah. All kinds of great games.
To be perfectly unfranked. Who's Snork?
Who's Stork?
Yeah.
Great games. And if you've not ever heard us describing these, well, you've missed out.
Yeah.
You learnt your mistake.
The tease penguin's probably my greatest invention.
The tease penguin, can you tell us again? I forget.
Well, it's just a penguin, right? You train, you put it in a lovely little French maid outfit, and it comes in, with, sort of breathes fishy breath on you, and slaps you around the face with its flipper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesup, obviously.
But it doesn't let you go any further.
No.
That's why it's the tease penguin.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
XFM Family Fortunes.
Oh, I can see that on telly myself.
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't know where you got the idea from.
They just come into my head sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah.
But anyway, here's my new idea, Gervais.
Oh, come on.
It's a great show. It's an exciting show, right?
Right, go on.
It's the future.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Crime has got so bad in the future, that it's terrible, that there's not enough hours in the day, right, for all the cases to be tried in court.
Right.
Because there's just not enough time. It's a bit like, Judge Dredd sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what happens is, right, there's a night court. Okay? And it comes into session at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right? And there's lots of lawyers and stuff, and they really deal with the dredge. I'm talking about the dredge, the crimes which you think are open and shut, Rick.
Yeah.
All right, the sort of stuff that Jesup would just sort out, with a bullet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking rapists and murderers and stuff.
Yeah.
But
or people who just piss him off.
Exactly. But Ronnie Midnight.
Ronnie Midnight.
He's the hard-boiled lawyer, right? That's sort of the main figure at night court. And he gets dealt all these rough cases, right? And he thinks it's open and shut. Everyone thinks, that person, he should be electrocuted or whatever.
Yeah.
But no. Ronnie sees something in them. He investigates the crime during the day. So he's only got like 12 hours to sort it out. And then he presents the case at night court. Right, at night, and maybe often, it's like Perry Mason meets,
so he wastes taxpayers' money investigating people that might be innocent.
Yeah,
Jessup just kills them.
Well, maybe so. But
Yeah.
that's why Ronnie Midnight's much more loved. But it would be great. And it would start off with like, dung, 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 all rise, for night court.
Yeah.
Be fantastic.
I like that.
Maybe sort of set in the future.
Am I in that?
Well, not really. But, and you know, who knows, Jessup maybe could get, you know, he could make a guest appearance. What do you think?
I like it.
Night court.
I like it. I
Quite
don't.
good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
This rubbish about all this taxpayers' money investigating whether they're actually, you know.
They're innocent. You're more of a Jessup kind of guy.
Yeah.
Just shoot first. Don't even ask questions.
If his time's like, you know, of the essence, why ask questions? You've done, you know, what's the point?
Yeah.
He just like opening up old wounds, which is another favourite pastime of Jessup sometimes.
And also a great
He
idea.
loves opening up old wounds.
A great idea for maybe a board game or a TV show. Old wounds. Fantastic.
Oh, I'm going to work on this. Oh, and I've got tip the balance. I haven't even described that.
Tip the balance.
After embrace.
Can you tell us?
Emma goes out with a bloke in this. Yeah.
What's
the
tip the
long-haired type.
What's the tip the balance?
Well, Jessup wouldn't tolerate that.
What's tip the balance?
It's a board game for 4 rugby players or more.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, or the infirm, or people who've just got no dignity left, and we can get them on screen doing that. This is my weakness is none of ... Obviously ran out of. I was reading News of the World on my way here, and I didn't know this. You know, Tony Blair.
Yeah.
Is the Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Tony Blair. His father-in-law, which is Sherry's dad, is that bloke out after Death Us Do Part.
What, Alf Garnett?
No, his son.
Oh, blimey.
Something about I don't know, I should get this right really, because it could be libelous, but it's something to do with some sort of doll cheat or something like that.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
Cherry Blair's dad's a doll cheat?
Yeah, something like that.
Really?
Or he's claiming some sort of benefit fraud, I don't know. But he was always the same when he was living with his dad, Alf. He was married to Eunice Stubbs, wasn't he? I mean, Sherry Blair's mum is Eunice
I'll
Stubbs.
stop you there, Rick. I'll stop you there.
It's so incestuous, isn't
It's fiction. I've tried to explain this to you before, haven't I? The stuff on the TV,
Yeah.
a lot of it is real. Some of it's fake. They're not really those people. Understand? EastEnders, for instance, that's not real. That's not real people.
Yeah, well, obviously reverse, because obviously that is real, because I've seen them in real life. They were at Phoenix, got them playing football, so that is real.
No, that was the actor. That was the actors.
Phil Mitchell was there, and Ricky Butcher.
That was the actors. We have been through this before. Because I went through this the same day that I explained to you that only in the cat world can you piss on an object.
I got a new stereo that way. They just get out of the shop, but it was too late. I got a new stereo, and it doesn't. It sort of shorts out because I actually weed in one of the back of the speakers.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's mine. I've got to get that. Snow Patrol and Run on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me is Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
That's 3 for 1. I don't know. All right.
Exciting.
News. Breaking news is that there's only 2 more weeks of us before we have to go away on a little extended break again. So, can't give any more details yet. We don't know when we can come back because, we don't know what we're doing. We're going to, America. We're doing the Golden Globes, and then we're going to watch the Office pilot being filmed.
Yes.
And then we got bits, I'm doing a bit of a tour, so it'll be sort of the summer times, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying it like they care.
Oh, they don't give a damn.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't give
I
a damn.
sometimes think that because you think, you don't want to let down the people, you want to keep it consistent, you want to give, but really, I know I like doing this more than anyone listening.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I love coming in, I love squeezing Karl's head.
Yeah.
I love playing some records. I like sort of sitting in the room with you. I know you love it.
Oh.
I can't wait.
I can't think of anything else I'd rather be doing on a Saturday.
Yeah. So we got our Saturdays back though.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, my alarm went off today, and I was a bit tired because we had a couple of drinks last night, didn't we?
Last night, yeah.
We had party. We were party animals. I've been looking for an office this week, as you know, and it's so stressful. Just walking around, just talking to agents, right, okay. So my method is this, right? I walk around the area that I want to be an office in, because I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I walk around. To be fair, it is about a square 500 yards.
Yeah.
Right? It's sort
Your
of...
house is in the centre.
yeah. I walk, And so I walk around and look at placards. I go, that's a nice office, and I phone them up. There's loads of different people I'm dealing with, right? And they went, oh, we got one in so-and-so street. I think it was 5th Street or something. I went, oh, yeah, I went along to... I'll see you there in 20 minutes. I got there. You were there, if you remember. I looked around and I said to Steve, it looks all right. There's no pawn shops or anything like that, right? And Steve went, well, it is next to a brothel. And I looked, and there on the next thing, like, model, 1st floor, Susie, 03. I thought, and I phoned him and I said, do you know what? Don't bother coming here. No, I said, no, I said, because it's next to a brothel. He went, yeah. I went, right, okay. Just for future reference, I don't want an office literally next to a brothel, right? When I go to work, I don't want to walk past prostitutes. Call me old-fashioned.
Yeah,
right?
as you're going into work, there's a prostitute.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning. Oh, she's got a cappuccino. Yeah, Starbucks, yeah. Business good? Yeah, it's a bit slow at the moment, but it picks up later this evening. Does it really? Good. And I said to him, I've got so my New Year's resolution is being like a little fascist when it comes to business. And I said, also future reference, no crack dens and no wild animals in the porch. And I just can't believe it. There's always something wrong. We went to one, right? It got there, right? And a woman said, oh, I'm new here. She didn't know what keys she was using. And she went, it's the 3rd floor. And she went, no point, we won't both get in the lift. I went, right, will you get a desk in the lift? Right? She went, I've got a chair in the lift before. Brilliant. So, just find me an office, Rathbone Place, sort of Percy Street, Charlotte Street, Dean Street.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1st or 2nd floor.
I'm worried we're going to get emails from estate agents, phone calls from them. You know what those people are like,
But
right?
I don't look at the emails.
True. Fair enough.
So, play a
Fair
record. Sexist. Joe Jackson, different for
That's why
girls.
he's not in the charts anymore.
I can't believe it.
Unbelievable. You were talking about renting an office. I'm a little bit intimidated because I'm just at the moment thinking about trying to buy a flat or something because I'm just tired of pissing money down the drain every month.
I know, yeah.
And, but I'm really petrified. I've put it off because I'm really gullible. When I'm confronted with anyone in a suit who sort of knows what they're talking about, they can sell me anything. I'm intimidated. It's like, you're supposed to go in there and you're supposed to sort of act like you're the guy with the money. This is what I want. This is what no. But I go in there and it's like I'm afraid they're going to say, clear off. I don't want to sell you a house. I'm not really interested.
Have you ever thought of like really putting on sort of like some sort of cool air? Like, sort of like kicking the door and going, what's that? Is it like, you'd be found out in 30 seconds, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
You'd go in there, you'd stub your toe, and they go, what do you give? I've hurt my toe,
Exactly, yeah.
Brilliant.
Just tapping the walls.
Yeah, tapping the wall. What's the rates? What rates? I don't know.
Well, do you remember, I don't know if I told you before, I wanted to buy a laptop computer, and everyone said, go up Tottenham Court Road, and I was reading like magazines and stuff, they were saying haggle, make sure you haggle, make sure you're planning to haggle, get the best deal you can. And I found a shop which was selling the computer I wanted, and I went in there, and I had this whole plan in my mind of what was going to happen. He was going to say, like, it's worth this. I'm going to go, well, look, I can get it cheaper here, I want to buy it from you, I'm going to haggle, and off I went. So I went in the shop, and I said, yeah, looking for this, interested in this Toshiba. How much is it? He went, oh, it's 1,500 quid. I went, sure. Okay. I said, I'll give you 1,300. He went, it's 1,500. And I said, sure, but I'm willing to give you 1,300. He went, 1,500. And I was done already because he hadn't even begun to haggle. And I was assuming he'd at least go 1,400 and we could start, but nothing. So now I was screwed. My whole plan went out the window.
Yeah. What did you do? Just leave?
No, I said to him, the thing is, I can get this computer cheaper down the road, but, I like what you're providing here, I like your service. I've had good stuff about you. And it was amazing. I said, I've heard good stuff about you. And he went, I said, seriously, I can walk down the street, I can buy it there for cheap, for like 1,400. And he went, well, see you later then. And I was like, right. So I walked out the place. I said, well, I'm going to have to leave then. And I walked out the place, and of course I wanted to get it from there because it was still the cheapest, so I had to walk back in again. I went, yeah. I've just had some second thoughts. Listen, I'll tell you what, I'll pay the 1,500. Can I get a free carry case? He went, the carry case is free anyway. I said, I'll take it.
The carry case is free
I got
anyway.
nothing.
No, but how much would you charge for that if it was on sale? Carry case a tenner. Well, let's just say it is a tenner. Give it to me for free. And he went, no, it's a tenner. And you went, well, you said it was free a minute.
Yeah. It's just pathetic.
That is lovely.
It's having to walk out making a big statement and then come back in again.
Oh dear.
So I'm really scared. I feel like I need someone to come with me and do all the talking. Know what they're talking about. Because I'm not going to be able to tell if there's subsidence or if there's damp or...
No, but you don't do that.
Don't I? Is that not my responsibility?
No, you get a survey done.
Sure.
And they charge for that, and then Yeah, you don't have to go around doing it yourself.
Right. Could I make a saving if I did it myself?
Yeah, this should be all right.
Yeah.
This is a hole in the wall, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's a hole in the wall?
Put some newspaper
in
over that.
Chaucer's day, that was the toilet. That'd be fine. Carl, you're a second-time buyer, aren't you? But
Yeah. Bought one in Manchester. Lost $7,000 on that one.
well, don't buy in Manchester.
No, it's a good flat. It's just it wasn't. I didn't buy it to sort of make money. I thought I was going to be living there like all my life, and then a job came up here, and it was like, oh.
You bought your first flat in Manchester. You assumed you would be living there for the rest of your life.
Well, I wasn't in a rush.
Play record. You're an idiot.
Hang on a minute. So have you got a property portfolio? Have you got the 2 houses now?
No, I've got rid of that one.
Oh, you sold that one?
Got this
at
flat.
£7,000
Got
loss.
this flat. I'll tell you something that is interesting.
Hold on, though.
What?
£7,000 lost.
Yeah.
It's a flat in Manchester, but it could only cost about £8,000 anyway.
Right, Steve, something they do now, right, they've got to do by law when you're buying, right? I was looking at one in London, right? It's haunted. They've got to tell you now.
Right, don't talk shit.
I'm telling you now.
Play a record.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah. There's no such thing as ghosts. That is ridiculous if that appears on a legal document.
Right, if there's anyone who sells flats and does that for a living,
yeah,
right, email in, because I'm telling you now that is a fact. She sort of dropped it in. I said, oh, nice feel here. And she said, yeah, well, that'll be the ghost. Just dropped it in. That's all they've got to do. And then I was like, what? And they went, oh, yeah.
That's what I've got to do, is it? So that's the legal thing. Did you drop it in? So in court you go, did you drop it in? Yeah, I dropped it in. Play a record. You're an idiot. That's David Gray, and this year's Love, if you're in love. I hope it lasts. It's only January. What you got for us,
I just thought we ought to maybe go through some of the emails. I mean, I don't want to query the calibre of some of the emails we get sent on this show, but here's a typical one, Rick.
Go on.
There's no name, it's just from Glicko. That's his email address. It's just a question to you, Rick. Did I see you walking around Marylebone High Street last Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I was in Marylebone High Street last Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, but did you see Glicko?
I didn't see Glicks.
Okay.
I didn't see the Glickster. But
all right, this is one from M. Ricky, what do you think of Richard Bacon's show? I can't decide if he's better than you.
Nor can I.
Any thoughts?
Nor can I. I can't help her out on that one.
Sure.
That's a really personal thing. She's got to dig deep. She's got to look at both of us. She's got to find out what she likes.
Yeah.
And then whether I provide more of that than Baker's.
Yeah.
I mean, Baker Foyle's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put myself up against him, so I can't help you. Next, Steve, next.
Well, there's a lot of emails last week which were saying how much they enjoyed the Christmas specials. Thank you very much for that. That's very flattering of you.
Cheers.
There was also a couple. There was one that it was a guy. I'm sorry that I think I might have deleted it. But, I should have sent a reply, because there was a guy from Canada saying if there any chance you're around in March, whether you could pop in and have a surprise birthday dinner for his wife.
Oh, why don't you keep that?
I know. Sorry about that.
I can't let it go now, can I, you idiot?
So,
Okay.
I don't. I really apologise for that.
Yeah.
There's also, this is interesting. This is more for Karl, really. It seems unlikely.
Is it from a doctor saying you're an idiot?
We've got plenty of those. I tend to delete them.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Comment.
Look at his face.
No, it just says, don't like to complain, but I won the film competition about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I haven't received my prizes.
Oh dear, that's all Karl has to do
Well,
on
that's
the
what I
show.
was thinking.
We provide the chat, the records, the light entertainment. I mean, the
glamour.
Strokes of comedy genius. All Karl has to do is send out the prizes and say there was a monkey that was a bank robber at 5 to 3.
What's your
Karl.
excuse, Karl?
Do you remember her winning? I've got all.
What, are you calling her a liar?
Well, I am, because I don't remember ever seeing.
Right, he's calling her a
liar.
liar.
So, Joanne Ogden, you're claiming, is just making this up. She sent this in on a whim, trying to fool us and get some cheap tat.
Wow.
I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone would lie to try and get Knowing Me, Knowing You on VHS. I really don't.
Well, I'll look in the records, because we keep all the details, so... Do you know what I mean?
Right. Well, one of you's in the wrong, and do you know what? Knowing you, Karl, I don't think it's Joanne.
No.
Has anyone else ever emailed in saying they haven't got the
Loads of
bag of
times.
crap? No, they
Loads of
haven't.
times.
They haven't.
Well,
Yeah,
so-
but one mistake's one too far, because that's one person. So you might send out 30, but that one person, that's the first time they've won a competition. They want the history of Wind narrated by Donald McIntyre on VHS.
Yes.
And
Stephen King's It on Betamax.
Yeah. No, sometimes they want the best of Primal Scream on a cassette.
Exactly.
So,
You've got to make sure you're sending these files away. Final email from Andy. He says, the webcam is pointing at the ceiling. Is it because the air conditioning vent is more exciting than what happens on the show?
Let's put that down now.
I think that's absolutely right.
Hold on a minute. Now, just if someone... Is that good?
People love the webcam. I don't know what they're interested in, because all I get is a picture of Karl's big head.
It's not as big, it's just round.
Oh.
Got it right.
Yeah.
Karl, I'd like you to play the next tune. I got sent a little cheeky primer for The Cure's Join the Dots. It's B-sides and rarities, lots of stuff from them, from all over the ages. And it's amazing how good their B-sides are. Here's one of them playing.
Yeah.
Cure. And that's called A Man Inside My Mouth, which was the B-side to Close to Me. There's nothing amusing about that, Rex. I don't know why you're laughing.
Wow.
It's called A Man Inside My Mouth.
Yeah, I know.
And that's fine.
Yeah, it's like, the little man inside your head.
Yeah. You know,
Man
if
inside
a
your
man
mouth.
wants to be inside anyone's mouth, that's good. You know, good luck to him. Yes.
But,
There's nothing wrong with that.
But I agree.
Yeah.
Karl, do you agree with that?
What man in your head? What does that mean?
Brilliant.
Extraordinary.
He
Look at
doesn't
his
even
face.
understand schoolboy carry-on innuendo.
Amazing.
I know the fact that the play on words is too far then. What does he mean on slightly erection? And what? What do you mean dumplings? Huh?
You're a fan of The Simpsons. You know that character in The Simpsons, the gap-toothed yokel?
Yeah.
If I look at Karl when he's
Cletus.
perplexed, Cletus.
Yeah, yeah,
It's very similar. It's the kind of cliche comic book thing of having a mouth wide open to suggest gormlessness. Oh. It's amazing.
Or an accommodating come on.
Yes. Absolutely.
Karl, that little man inside your head, it's what, if that people use it as your conscience, don't they?
All right.
Have you ever heard that before?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
I was, Rick, I was watching Moonraker. It was on, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you are with the James Bond films.
I don't think I've ever watched a Bond film from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I've never watched one on DVD, and I've never gone to the cinema to watch one, and I'm not usually in on Easter Saturday.
Exactly. The
Honestly.
thing about James Bond, when I was younger, I thought he was amazing. I just thought he was the ultimate cool, sophisticated hero. Do you know what I mean? My dream as a kid, like when I say kid, I mean a teenager, was to come home, which invariably he did. He'd come back to his hotel suite, he'd open the door, there'd be a trail of clothes, and he'd follow and he'd go into the bedroom, there'd be a beautiful woman in the bed, you know.
You'd have said, clean up your clothes. What are you doing? You're messy. I'm going to get my mum to clean all this up now.
Mum,
She's got a bad back.
There's a nudie lady in my bed. But and as I say, I used to think he was really cool and sophisticated, and it's only of late that I've sort of revisited these films, and I'll tell you what, it's his jokes.
Oh.
He is the most
it's sense of humour.
infuriating man ever.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know why people in the films consider him so... I mean, I think the reason that women in the films are always being seduced by him is because, if you notice, they've normally got English as a second language.
Right.
So they don't understand. So when he's making those jokes...
So they don't know when he goes, just keeping the British end up.
Yeah, I'm just attempting re-entry.
Yeah.
If I was a British woman, she'd be going, what? What are you talking
don't
about?
say
you
that. That
dirty
sounds
bastard.
awful, and it's a terrible
It's
pun,
so
Roger.
lewd, what am I?
Yeah, what am I? Yeah,
one where he-
And they just laugh
They
politely.
just laugh coquettishly and then, unzip their dress normally.
Yeah.
But some of the guys, there was one where he's being chased by a guy in a moped or something, and the guy plummets off a cliff and smashes through a van which is full of feathers, and he plummets to his death, and Bond just says, all those feathers, and he still couldn't fly. What are you talking about? What do you mean? It's not a joke. It's just words. There's one where in Moonraker, he punches this guy, he's having a fight, he punches him through a plate glass window, and he lands on a piano, and Bond goes, play it again, Sam. What? And there's the one, I always remember there's the one in one of the early films where he throws a guy in the bath and electrocutes him by throwing in a thing, and then he goes absolutely shocking. But I'm just thinking, you just killed a man.
I know.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah.
And it's just so excruciating. If someone was doing those kind of jokes in the office, you would hate them. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to talk to them. They'd be a bore.
I know, everything's a little one-liner. I know, and everything's a pun.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, he's a bloody good secret agent, Steve.
That's true.
So, they're not hired for their, wit and, stand-up ability.
Exactly.
So, there's swings and roundabouts.
Yeah,
I doubt Johnny Vegas could save the world.
That's true enough, yeah.
So, think on different people, different needs. Kings of Leon, California Waiting on XFM 104.9. Do you know what, Steve? we get emails and, you know, we got our posters up around this show and people enjoy it. But I don't think we get the credit we deserve for picking the music.
It's true.
Because we're totally unplaylisted, and I don't know if people know about this, that mine and Steve's sort of first passion before comedy is probably music. We're really, we love playing each other sort of records and that. And maybe when we come back, we should do a show where there is no pressure to, you know, like Karl doesn't press the buttons for us, pre-record it, where we just swap each other's sort of ideas for music.
It'd be like the Ricky Gervais compilation tape.
Well, sort of like, we're not talking John Peel, where we're trying to find obscure Belgian jungle and do demos. You know, everything from, you know, Kings of Leon, Lou Reed, you know, maybe a bit of 80s stuff that people have forgotten about.
Beautiful songs.
So what do you think?
I'd love to do that, Rick. I mean, genuinely, there's nothing more exciting to me than introducing to someone a song which they then go on and they love and they listen. Maybe they buy the album.
But that's something to think about, maybe for later.
Yeah. Well, it's like you say, the pressure to kind of come up with some, you know, high caliber chat between each record. It takes a toll.
But
you know?
yeah, and that's you know, it's a passion of ours, and we'd love to. But now it's Rockbusters.
Can I just say something now before we do Rockbusters? A lot of people they come up to me, they say, "Steve, we like the show. When are you going to get rid of Rockbusters?" It brings it down. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There is lots of people. But
Come on, let Karl speak.
Come off it. Come off it.
What?
I know people who say you're never going to stop that, are you? So one of us is lying again.
Well, not really. You know, I'm talking about people who've listened to the show. You're talking about Suzanne, your girlfriend.
Martin, he'll be at home now with a pad, getting ready to play.
But I should just...
Mike Freeman did encourage Karl on a couple of occasions. He even tried to get him through with the answer egg when we were doing that naming animal round.
Yes.
So,
but I should just say that people think that somehow Ricky and I are endorsing Rockbusters, that somehow by allowing it on the show, somehow we think it's good and we appreciate it. And I need to point out that it's more like when a child comes back from school and they've done a painting.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah.
But of course you've got to stick it on the fridge.
Bigger than the house.
You've got to stick it on the fridge because otherwise the kid's going to get upset.
In this next episode, you've got to remember the cat is bigger than the house.
Exactly.
Okay.
It doesn't look like anything.
The humans don't have bodies. Their legs come straight from their head.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy.
Please welcome to the stage Karl Pilkington's Rockbusters.
All right. Right, so cryptic clues, initials,
cryptic.
And you work it out and you email in and that.
Yeah.
First one.
Yeah.
Don't be stealing my tools. Take your sister's. All right, and the initials NK.
Don't be stealing my tools. Take my sister's.
Yeah, so that's like the cryptic clue, and the initials of the artist or band is NK, right? Second one, buy it if you want, not bothered, think about it. Come back, right? Come back if you want.
Start again, Karl, I lost halfway through. Right, start that second one again.
Right, well, you can buy...
It's different. Well, the first one was buy it if you want. Now this one was, we'll write it down, buy it. Right, do it. If it's a cryptic clue, all the letters count. Do it.
Buy it if you want, I'm not that bothered. You know, think about it, come back, check some other places out first before you know...
In the Times. So we got no time for other clues. Right.
So that's SC.
Right. Do that clue again.
Buy it if you want. I'm not fussed. Do you know what I mean? Think about it.
Fussed is making an appearance. Fussed wasn't there before. Do the clue again. Do the clue again.
Initials SC for that one.
Do the clue again.
I don't want to do it again.
You haven't finished it yet.
I have. That's it.
No. Do the clue again.
I can't do it again.
Do the clue again.
Buy it if you want, I'm not fussed, right? Shop around, come back. It's up to you. I'm not pushing you into anything.
It's up to you, wasn't there?
SC for that one, right? And the final one, that's good, I can play 10-pin bowling again.
Okay, and what's the clue?
Christ.
That's O for that one. O. All right, so they're the three
now I
things.
assume that I'm not going to bother to look, but I assume there's a jiffy bag of taps which people can win. All right, well, great, good luck. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk is the email
Play a
address.
record.
Thorns.
No, buy it if you want. I'm not fussing. Come back, have a look around. I'm open Wednesdays, by the way. Shut up, for. See you later. The Thorns and No Blue Sky, off their album of last year, which is probably my favourite album of the year. I've started getting into that sort of like music, more serious thing in case we do it.
I mean, I don't know, from that comment, maybe we should do some preparation.
Pre-record it.
Yeah.
So we can sort of like cut all the ums and ahs and
like
me sort of like eating a sandwich while it's on, singing along, tapping a little bit. Yeah. I won't lay down like this either. We'll get me a chair that I can sort of be upright so I can enunciate.
You weren't in the room, were you, when Karl was singing along to Oliver's Army?
No.
It was a joy. Checkpoint Charlie. Oliver's Army. Nothing. No idea.
Oh, bless him.
No, it was
Rockbusters, well on the way. Any right answers yet, Karl?
I'll just check. Let me see. We got one email.
One email?
No.
No, because they probably don't make sense.
Yeah, no responses whatsoever.
There's some on the text and that.
Really?
83 XFM if you want to do it on the old text.
Speak up, Karl. We're on the radio. Steve, no, we're on the radio. Yeah, we're live.
Just letting you know, do it on the text if you want. Send it in on the text.
And what?
Well, what is it? Say it!
83 XFM.
Right.
What's the email address again?
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Are you tired today, Karl? Are you just bored or...?
No, I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah, well, no, I just wanted to mention to you, I went to a pub near my house recently. I found out that there was a pool hall. You could join like a pool club there. And I love pool. I like to think of myself as looking a little bit like Paul Newman in The Hustler when I'm shooting pool. Yeah. And I went down there, and I went with my flatmate, and it's quite a seedy pub in many respects. There's a lot of weird people in there, like alcoholics, and...
Why did they go there?
Strange, isn't it?
Weird, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
And very, very odd people. And so he was a little bit nervous, and he said, I'm a bit worried, because there's a lot of kind of, there's people from the estate, the nearby council estate,
Yeah.
For want of a better word, scum. And so he's a bit edgy. And bizarrely, because I so wanted to play pool, I said to him, he went, I'm a bit scared about going in. I went, don't worry, you're with me.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what that means. They're going to think, wait a minute, the 6-foot guy with the lanky guy with the glasses. They're not going to mess with him.
You go there, they take your glasses off and you go, I've lost.
Exactly.
That's it, I'm out of here.
This is why I've never got into a fight, because if my glasses are gone, I'm screwed. That's the first thing you do.
You really are short-sighted, aren't you?
I'd be absolutely done for.
And are you nervous are you sort of like nervous without them?
Whenever you see like a kind of action film or whatever, or maybe like a horror film,
the nerd loses glasses
and he's scrabbling around on the floor whilst the killer coming behind him. That's me.
Really?
Yeah, done for. Absolutely done for.
What did you do when you were at school, when you had to play tennis or football or rugby or something?
Kept them on.
That's dangerous,
Well, of course it is. That's why I was never, as good at rugby as I probably could have been. Because of course you can. How can you play rugby with glasses on? I'm in the scrum going, careful! Your boots! Hello!
Yeah. Never mind me nads.
Exactly.
Watch my glasses.
But, so I went in there, because I used to do judo when I was very young.
Well, that's impossible.
But this is ludicrous.
That must go falling off.
Oh, of course.
What about gaffer tape? Just sort of like round. Yeah.
Well, I bought something like a kind of a sports strap to keep them on, and it just pushed them right into my eyes. I could barely see. I was almost blinded. But I swear, when I used to go to judo, I'm sure that the other kids were being taught, right, just knock Steve's glasses off. Knock his glasses off, you can get him.
Dear.
And so I'm always a bit edgy about fights, but for some reason I felt super confident going in there. I swaggered in and into the pool hall, and it's one of those places you've got to sort of knock. It's like a speakeasy. You've got to knock, and they open the door, and you come in. Yeah. And I'm in there, and my flatmate.
One of those things you slide like a little letterbox. They slide over. You knock. You open it up. When you put your face there, you just knocked your glasses off.
Exactly. And so I went in there, and in a way, my flatmate was justified in being a little bit edgy, because the conversation we could overhear, the table next to us, we were playing pool, the guy next to us was going, yeah, of course, the bloody police. Spent Boxing Day in the Nick. Absolute nightmare.
Were you getting nervous?
So I was getting a little bit edgy, because I didn't know, but then I thought, they don't mess with their own. We're almost like gangsters ourselves, because we're there in the lion's den, do you know what I mean? We'll probably be fine. So then, there's just an old guy serving at the bar, in his 50s, and some guys go over to the jukebox, some young kids, they're just hanging out in the pool hall, they're pretty cool. They put some money in the jukebox, and in first track, Coldplay, fine, I'm thinking that's nice, I'm playing pool. Second track, hardcore German techno. and they put in about 50 quid's worth, it seemed, because it just went on. Really thumping, kind of like GABA stuff. Old guy at the bar just nodding his head, cleaning the glass.
Yeah.
So into this...
Piano player, furious.
Exactly. Into this comes, like, what appeared to be a family of holidaymakers with kids. So they've entered this, like, seedy pool hall. We've got, the Cray twins playing pool next to me. They've come in, the German techno's blaring. They come in, and there's, like, kids, and they've got the baby in one of those little pouches, and they sit down, and the weirdest thing was one of the guys, the uncle, let's say, of the family, he picked up the kid and he was about to put the baby down in a chair, and I thought, hang on, that's quite a hard-backed chair. And as he did it, the baby's head just went fa-doom and hit the back of the chair, and just flipped back and hit the back of the chair because he just lumped it down in the thing. And it started screaming, it crying, you know, and the teenagers were rocking to that. They loved it, and then he came over and it was transparent what had happened, and the mum was going, "What's happened? The baby's crying." And he went, "I don't know what happened." And I wanted to lean over and go, "You lying swine! You know what happened? You just hit his head." I wanted to go, just take her aside and say, "Never let him handle your baby again."
No, the head was wobbling around. He put it on just heavy. I could see it coming.
I don't know. Who knows? You might turn out like Karl now.
That's a point.
But what do you do in those situations? You know, do you
Well, I'm assuming by the way you're taking it lightly, the baby wasn't hurt in any way. He just made his. Well, then.
But it was still a bit.
Then you keep out of it, don't you? What are you going to do? Call the authorities and go, "It was him."
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I don't want to name the place in case I get knifed.
I imagine you trying to swagger it when you overheard him talking about the neck. I imagine you know him go, "Yeah, pigs." Sorry? Yeah, I ate the pigs as well. No, I'm a lawyer. I was down there. Exactly. Oh yeah. Sure. Oh dear.
But I'll be going back there. I feel like I'm one of them.
I mean, I've told you before, Steve, stay away from working class people and bad men in trainers, because, you know, you hang around with ne'er-do-wells and you're going to get your glasses knocked off.
That's true. McCallum and Butler doing their version of Back for Good from the Enemy War Child charity album.
I like it. It's a good cover. For being honest, Steve, I prefer the original.
Well, I don't think I would dispute that, but I think McCalmont's voice is well judged.
And Butler's axe work is no slouch, but I'm just saying, take that, lads. I prefer their version.
All right, well, I'm just saying that, you know, that was interesting. It was worth listening to.
Well, that's the sort of thing you might get with our musical show. All right, let's taste it. Let's have some ads. Jet. Rollover DJ on XFM 104.9. Karl, you promised me that you were going to reintroduce Educating Ricky.
Yeah, we can do that.
Have you got it? Have you got something that will that's something that I won't know that's correct and that will interest me?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff.
Is it anything to do with monkeys?
No, we've got monkey news.
We've got monkey news coming out. Of course we have. Monkey news people. And they're now over to XFM for monkey news with Karl Pilkington.
No, we won't do that yet. We're not doing that yet. Educating Ricky is.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
We did it ages ago.
Educating Ricky. Oh, that's interesting, and it's correct.
Hang on a minute, though. What I do is I tease you, don't I, with headlines.
Oh, go on then.
And then you have to sort of go, that one sounds good.
Go on then. What are the
I want to know more about that. Educate me.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You've got,
jeez.
That Nelly died.
That Nelly died. All right.
Okay. Right. Could be about an elephant. Yeah. Go on.
You've got that. You've got, I
got well. Take well as read. So they all start with well. Okay.
Knob body has been that lucky before.
Brilliant. All right.
Okay.
You've got get a lobe of this court case.
Right. Okay.
Not bad.
I'm going for knob body has been that lucky before.
Right. It's a story about this kid who was born. Right.
Was he?
Yeah, he was popped out, and the dad and the mum saw the baby, and it was like, oh, that's a good-looking little kid.
Sure.
And they were proud and that. And then
they're surprised that it's a good-looking little kid. It's theirs.
Yeah.
Like it could have been a frog, and they'd have gone, "Oh, he's got your eyes."
And then the doctor goes, "Yeah, it is, but look at that."
What?
He said, "It's a boy and hasn't got a knob."
I love the doctor saying that. I love this GP or this midwife saying that. Oh, we love little boy. Yeah, but no knob, baby. Mr. and Mrs. I mean, think.
Right. No, but I'm speeding it up a bit.
All right, come on. So the baby's
born. So the baby's like that, and the doctor says that, and the woman's like, oh, it's our first as well, and stuff, right? She's really gutted.
What's the second going to be like?
So,
no head.
Just a knob.
Doctor says,
we'll call it Karl.
So the doctor says, well, I'll leave it with you for a bit, get used to the idea, right?
As opposed to throwing it away.
So he wanders off.
Yeah.
He comes back with a smile on his face. Right?
Found the knob.
So the mum and dad are like, what are you smiling about? He said, you're not going to believe this. Baby's just been born. It's got two. Right? you can have one of them. And they did a little operation.
Where did you get this information from?
That's in a book.
What book?
Is it the same as the book that you carry round with you?
No.
With the woman with 3 legs, the juggler with 9 arms, and the bloke who found shagging a chicken under a rock? Is it in that book?
Weird though, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
It is true.
What, in the same hospital, there was a baby born without a knob. Luckily, Karl.
It happened.
You swear to God you're not making
The
this up.
doctor came back smiling because he won't believe it. There's a baby there with an excess of a knob.
It happened, honestly. I'm not... All these things are not made up, the educating stuff. That's why I do it, innit? Teaching you stuff. Always teaching you stuff.
All right, if anyone can confirm the baby with no knob,
they're going to confirm it because they're going to go to the same dubious website that Karl got it from.
I always try to be level-headed and reasonable in these situations.
And it's always Guatemala or Mexico. Rodriguez was born without a knob. Luckily, baby next door and was one 2 knobs. What a load of shite. Play a record.
There's still more to come.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to it. Was it Nelly?
Nelly dead.
It nearly died.
It nearly died.
Bones, Radiohead off the Benz album. I mean, might be my favourite album of all time.
You said it before, yeah. I can't say I've ever really got into it. I remember when it came out, it was just so ubiquitous everywhere. I never really bothered listening to it.
I can still listen to it every day. I mean, that might be sad, I don't know. But it's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9, just practicing for when we talk more about music than maybe monkeys and people born without knobs, baby. Karl, any other thoughts?
Well, I'm not going to tell you any more educating stuff yet.
You're going to tease me with that, are you?
Leave you with it nearly died and get a load of this court case, right? But I want you thinking about...
Yeah, thinking about it, yeah, just getting my juices ready.
Think about that.
Yeah, like an aperitif, yeah, sure.
But I've just educated you.
Yeah.
Right? And I watched The Office Christmas stuff on last Sunday.
Do you enjoy it?
I think it was good.
Good.
I think it was good.
Thank you very much.
It was up there with one of my favourites. The second one was good.
Yeah, okay. Your second one, there's more the paybacks in the second one. The first one's more set up.
Yeah.
So, I'd have thought people would like the second one more.
Yeah.
So that's nice. That's a nice critique. Thank you, Karl.
But there was something in it you did about cavemen.
Cavemen?
You said something about, it was a fact about caveman and you sort of only half did it. You didn't give the full information like I do in that. You just...
Where was it? What bit was it?
It was the bit when you were talking about getting a woman, I think, or you were talking about breasts or...
Oh, the one when I said the reason women have cleavage is it reminds men of buttocks because when we were cavemen we used to do you from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the blind date, yeah.
Is that a joke or...?
Well, I was hoping it was funny. We would... Oh, you mean... no, I don't know. Yeah, I think I did... I think cleavage is meant to represent, in a sort of Desmond Morris pop sort of anthropology type way. I think I've seen that before, that cleavage represents buttocks. And I imagine, cavemen probably did do it from behind. I don't know what you want to know, Karl, really. It's in a sitcom. It wasn't a documentary.
It looked like one.
Yeah. Brilliantly directed to look like one, I'll give you that.
No, but what you're saying, so blokes like...
Yeah, I think cleavage is represented like buttocks because obviously buttocks were much more of a sexual organ, evolutionary speaking. Breasts were to actually bring up to suckle young, but and were a sign of sexual maturity, so you're ready to mate. But whereas, Karl, I'm not an anthropologist, mate. I'm struggling here. What do you need to know?
But
yeah, I imagine that the cleavage reminds you of an arse.
Right. Well, if it's all about arse, why don't gays like a little bit of tit? No, do you know what I mean?
You've done me! So the question put to us today on XFM 104.9, please call me $, is if it's all about arse, then why don't gays like a little bit of tit?
I was worried
if it's all about arse, why don't gays like tit? If it's all about arse, why don't gays like tits? Just call in with your... Thanks very much for tuning in. This is in children's TV. If it's all about arse, why don't gays like tit?
It's soon been an hour and a quarter before we got round to gays, so it's good to see they've made an appearance.
If it's all about arse, why don't gays like a bit of tit? Is the question. What a brilliant question. Well, if you're an anthropologist or a psychologist, a doctor, a gay, please call in. If it's all about arse, this is the question.
I'm not convinced by this whole cleavage looks like an arse. That's
no,
why
not Steve. Nor am I.
It's a
bit of mock anthropology. I didn't think it would be under scrutiny.
I think it's more likely that the reason men find cleavage attractive is because they know there's a lovely pair of Bristols down there.
Yeah, so
and
look at the cleavage. They go,
here we are.
If that's what's on show,
exactly. Imagine what's down below.
If that's in the front window, right?
Yeah,
What's he got to go in the shop? Oh dear! The Coral, Bill Mackay on XFM 104.9. If it's all about arses, Steve, why don't gays like a bit of tit?
I think there might be a lecture on that at the Royal Institute tonight. I'm not sure.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, I think he's giving a lecture.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you something else though. That's about cavemen and that.
Yeah.
Right.
Not really. Go on.
Do you know?
I love the idea of a little gay fella. He's pulled a bird. All he's done is focused on the cleavage, and he's gone, that's a lovely arse. Right? He's got a bat. Right, pulls the dress down. No! Where's the arse? I've been gone. There's boobs! Boobs! I hate they're my worst! No! Right, sorry, Karl.
Cavemen and that.
Yeah. Back to it. Doesn't drop a beat, does he?
Do you know, like, when you get a bit scared, and the hairs on your back and that sort of go up?
Well, I haven't got a particularly hairy back, but go on.
No, but on your neck or whatever,
yeah. On your head.
Do you know...
Not in your case, but sure.
Do you know where that comes from? Do you know why that happens?
Why it happens?
Yeah.
To look more fierce.
Yeah.
Probably residue of, like, the erectile tissue would make you look apes, and that would make you look slightly bigger, your outline bigger. Is that it? Is that the answer?
Yeah, just cavemen in front of dinosaurs and that. They sort of went, oh. And then...
Well, it wasn't cavemen in front of dinosaurs, was it? Cavemen weren't alive when dinosaurs were alive.
There was a couple knocking about.
Right, okay, fair enough.
There was a crossover point, surely.
Not dinosaurs like you're thinking
15
of.
million. What's the... probably the Ice Age. There were still big reptiles.
I think it's fairly common knowledge that the dinosaurs did not exist.
Well, who gave the dinosaurs the name?
Well, no. Well, no.
Who gave the dinosaurs the names?
He's using cavemen as any genus of Homo.
Right.
I know he's thinking of the Flintstones,
Yes.
but I'm giving him like an instep into evolution here. But
I should just point out, cavemen didn't have cars which they motored by running along the street.
And they didn't mix cement in pelicans.
You're aware of that?
Right.
Go on, Karl.
Should we have the Rockbusters answers? We've got to get that out of the way.
I'd love to. Number one was, don't be stealing my tools. Take your sisters. The initials were NK. That was Nick Ershaw, right?
Nick Ershaw?
Nick Ershaw, 80s.
I don't know. I've never heard of that band.
Nick Kershaw.
Nick Kershaw, yeah. Nick... sorry, what?
Nick
I don't
Ershaw,
understand it.
that's-
Nick... How does Nick Kershaw...
Second one was,
No! Don't move on! Nick Ershaw! What's Nick Ershaw? Jesus.
All right.
It doesn't count. It's not a clue.
Let's just leave it behind us, all right?
Second one was, buy it if you want. I'm not bothered. You can think about it, come back, have a look around, think it over. I'm not fussed. The initials were SC. That was soft sell, right?
That works.
Yeah.
Well done.
That works.
Right. And that's good. I can play 10-pin bowling again. That's O. That's outcast. All right?
What?
What does that mean? Outcast?
You're out. You broke your arm, right? Got the cast
that's
off
ridiculous.
That's ludicrous.
I mean, that's
You
ridiculous.
broke your arm, you were in a cast, you got rid of the cast, you're outcast.
Did
Yes,
anyone get that?
Yeah.
I mean, I am stunned.
I think, to be fair, that was because how many bands begin with O?
Yeah,
I think that's why people got it.
exactly. But there were guesses, yeah. I could probably make Oasis work if I tried hard enough.
We've done that.
Oh, pardon me.
God.
So, outcast.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
But
We've
it's
had worse than that.
ridiculous.
We've had worse than
The
that.
leap to
We've had
bowling.
worse than that!
No,
Imagine that!
I remember when I did my wrist in, then it fixed. I went 10-pin bowling.
Why did you do your
So
wrist
it's what you did. Brilliant. So next week's quiz is what am I thinking? You're an idiot, Karl. Play a record.
Who's the winner?
Why did you do your wristing?
Crash. I had a bit of a
what?
crash. Had a crash.
You had a crash?
Yeah.
That sounds like a story we've not explored.
Not much to it. I just went on a free sort of rally day. Got in this car. I'd been working all night, right? So I wasn't the best condition to be whizzing around a track in a car.
Sure.
Like a Formula 1 type car.
Yeah.
Spun out of control, hit some mud, smashed it all in, wrote it off, and I didn't realise I'd done a load of damage until...
Well, you landed on your head, but you were fine.
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Mike Godliman. Bad Time from the Jayhawks on XFM 104.9. Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, Karl.
We're having a good time.
We are indeed.
All right. Yeah. Karl, what you got lined up for us now?
Right, well, you've got a choice.
Nearly dead?
You can have a bit of educating.
Yeah, let's have educating. Come on.
Educating, Ricky. Actually, can we just clarify what this is? I think a lot of new listeners perhaps aren't familiar with this.
It's when Karl looks on the internet and finds a weird story about, the double knob fun, and tells me about it. And it's usually not true.
Okay.
If it is true, I know it already. Go on then, Karl.
They're not really weird stuff. It's just stuff that's gone on. That's interested me. That's all it's about, and I educate about it.
I should just confirm that we've had a number of emails that say the baby born without a knob and then having one transplanted from a baby that luckily enough had two knobs is apparently true.
Right,
Yeah, no, listen.
So,
I don't question that you could be born with a deformity and get someone's, fingers, knobs. What I'm saying is, it didn't happen with the doctor goes, I'll leave with it. I don't believe it. That baby's got two knobs.
Exactly.
What a coincidence. I bet that little bit of information isn't in there, is it?
Sure.
That he went out the door, I'm going to get a coffee, came back, bloody hell, hold on, look, here's an extra knob, I found an extra knob. We can put that knob on there. Perfect.
right, well, you've opted for the headline, It Nearly Died. Right?
Yeah.
It's about this elephant.
Yeah.
80 years old in Africa. Right? It's had quite a good life and that. But then what happens is, I don't know what it's been eating, but his teeth fall out.
Yeah, that's what most elephants die of that because they grind them down, the teeth, until they can't chew anymore. And most elephants dying of old age with an elephant is the fact that you haven't got teeth anymore.
Well, it's had a good innings. It was 80.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway...
They used to pulp the food up and feed it to it, and it lived quite happily?
No, what they did was, the village got together, said...
chewed the food for
that's
it.
sad, isn't it? Made it some false teeth. Made it some teeth. Out of wood. Wooden teeth for this elephant. That's 80. What do you think of that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's true.
No, it is. Forget that. You've been proved wrong once. It is true. What do you think about that?
Karl, it's like saying, yeah, my Auntie Nora saw a ghost. What do you think about that? There's no comment. I can't comment on it.
Would you have gone to the trouble, is what I'm saying?
To build an elephant some teeth?
It's 80.
Yeah.
With all the problems Africa's got and that, and they're messing about making teeth for an elephant.
What problems has Africa got?
Well, there's not enough food to go around, so if an elephant's dead, that's a bit more food left. Do you know what I mean? Why?
Yeah, but you're assuming this is in the middle of a village where there was famine and starvation. It might have been South Africa, Kenya. You don't know. It's not all Ethiopia.
If it was a busy city, people in the village wouldn't have time to be messing about with making teeth and that, would they? It was a little village. Little village.
Yeah.
And the local elephant.
The local elephant? Like a local post office? I'll meet you by the elephant.
No, to be fair, Rick, I think I saw Bob Geldof on TV saying, please, people, stop making elephants' teeth. They are eating all the food. We're sending it over there.
F the number. Where's the teeth? I don't know. It's possible.
Send us the teeth.
It's possible. It's possible that they've made this elephant some dentures. It is possible.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just
pulp it?
Exactly. Mash it up, serve it some soup or whatever.
Yeah, I think if you're making its teeth, it's a village. So I'd have thought I wouldn't have thought it would work for very long, and I wouldn't have thought the elephant would understand that it was teeth. So I wouldn't have been able to thought that villagers could do it. I mean, top veterinary surgeons could have done something, but I think they made it all goodwill. But I don't want to thought it worked, so they probably end up dying or pulping it like I suggested. But thanks very much. Play a record.
No, but didn't you say something about wooden teeth? Someone had wooden teeth.
I don't know. I think that was possibly my grandparents.
They had wooden teeth.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was wooden. I think the palate was wood, and then the teeth were as you would normally
That's
expect.
like from the 16th century, though, isn't
Well,
it?
it was the 1940s.
They used to hammer them in without anaesthetic.
Really?
Yeah. Just that put into the roots. It wouldn't. Oh God.
That's a rubbish time, isn't it? To live.
And other people's teeth, other dead people's teeth, you could replace it. Just bang it in for a while. Oh God, unbelievable. Oh dear. Play a record, Karl.
If you've had teeth hammered into your gums.
Placebo, English Summer Rain on XFM 104.9. Right, okay, you got the final educating Ricky, Karl?
Get a load of this court case.
Yeah.
What happened was, right,
Allegedly.
Fella's in court for something that he shouldn't have done, right?
Yeah. You got all the detail then at your fingertips?
And the jury says, he's guilty, right? And the judge went, what, he's not guilty, off you go then, right? He misheard it. They couldn't do anything about it, because once the judge has sort of said, you're not guilty, off you go, you can go home. And the jury were like, what are you doing? We said he's guilty. And he's like...
What do you think of the Thorns album?
I'm quite a big fan, Rick. Yeah, I like that sort of alt country sound. I think
I
it's,
know. I like that compilation you made me. That was
that sort of thing.
Really good. The Jayhawks. Thanks for that, by the way.
It was the hanging one, wasn't it? There was the hanging one that happened.
Are you still here?
What bands have you been checking out recently? Any new things?
Just exploring all kinds of stuff. Obviously, I like dipping back into the old stuff. I've been appreciating a lot recently, Rick. Billy Bragg.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
Great guy.
Isn't he playing
He's
soon?
playing in March, yeah. You might want to try and
You heard
check
about
it out.
the hanging one when the fella was...
Sorry, mate, go on.
When the fella was hung.
Well hung?
He was hung and...
Sorry, what's hung?
He was hung by a rope.
So, isn't that... No, I think it wasn't he a Chinese emperor? And wasn't he hung?
Yeah.
Sorry, he was hung.
Some fella who'd done something, they hung him. And,
They wanted him,
It's not a word anymore. He was hung.
look, don't be doing that again, because you said squoze wasn't a word, and then I showing you a menu today that someone sent, and it said fresh orange,
Yeah.
squoze.
Inadvertent commas, and next to it was the word colour, spelt COLOR. So, presumably either the American menu, right, in which case there's loads of American words that we don't use, or it's just a badly typed piece of work.
Anyway, there was a bloke that was hung.
He was hung and that, but he didn't die.
Hung on that, he was definitely a Chinese. Hung on that, yeah. I remember him now, yeah.
He didn't die, and they said, oh, just hang on a minute whilst we change the rope and that, and he stood there waiting, changed the rope. They tried to, do it again, and didn't work.
It didn't work, right.
So, they got another rope, right? Didn't work. And then they had to let him go, because it's like there's a well-known saying or something from this thing.
Yeah. Have you seen, do you like Oh My Car's On by Tim Burton's new single?
I don't know that I'm particularly...
It's brilliant. Can we play a bit later?
No.
Yeah, can we play it? Let's play a record now, and we'll talk more a bit later.
Yeah. Hey, can you... Karl, would you shut up?
Oh My Car Is On, Tim Burgess, brilliant, XFM 104.9. Right, well, we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
We had Karl in a little film, but I think we've only got time for Monkey News,
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Karl?
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah, let's do Monkey News.
All right.
Play the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that Monkey News.
Right, there's this monkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think his name was number 6 or number 7 or something, right? In this lab, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, it's in there with the rabbits and little mice and stuff like that. And
The rabbit smoking.
the nurse, right? The nurse, not the nurse, the woman who works in the lab. What would you call her? Is it a nurse?
Depends. What turns out her job was. If she was a lab assistant, you call her a lab assistant.
All right.
I mean, they probably call her by her name.
All right, lab assistant, right?
Kirsty.
So she's...
I think it's probably Kirsty.
Right,
Kirsty Morris.
Well, she's in there, right?
Yeah.
And she don't work with many people and that. She's mainly on her own with, just putting lipstick on rabbits and stuff like that, right?
Chim fancies it?
So,
Chim fancy it. He's putting on lipstick, chim fancies it, because he's got hairy legs.
He gets pally, right, with this woman.
Yeah.
Because, it gets to a point when she sees him every day. she
It's the way he sort of tries to string out like it's a narrative love story. Did the chimp put its hand out and grabbed her, and then you thinking that he made a move on her?
So
Right, come on,
he's
let him
allowed
tell
out.
the
He's
story.
allowed out.
Oh,
the
it's not a
cage.
story, is it?
He's allowed out the cage and what have you every day. So he's wandering about, and as time goes on, he's watching what she's doing more and more. Right. So he notices like the code on the door. Right. Whatever 247 or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, right, I've clocked that. I've got that. I'll remember that. Right. And then he goes, right, there's a lot of lipstick and that knocking about, a lot of makeup.
Right, okay. No, there's no way.
Finish.
No, because
So-
Steve, you know what's going to happen.
Let him finish.
I know what's going to happen.
So he's there.
It's ridiculous.
And he's going, well, if it's there, you know what I mean? So while she's messing about with the rabbit, he gets there, he's in front of the mirror, putting a little bit of lippy on. Right?
You are no! I know. It's gone too far. No, it's gone too far, Steve.
Right,
Your mic's off, Rick. He's finishing the story.
So-
Turn mine off as well.
It's gone too far.
Turn him off. Just let him finish.
Right, so the thing is, right, it's this monkey wandering about. It's got lipstick, it's got mascara on, it's looking pretty
I
good.
didn't mention the mascara.
It's looking all right, right? So it knows the code on the door, 247, right? So when she's sort of messing about with the rabbit, right, he goes, right, here's my chance. He's looking good, 247, out the door, through the reception man's there. He's like, all right, Kirsty, right?
Don't talk shit.
I Feel Free from Cream. That's pretty much the last track, isn't it, guys? I imagine on XFM 104.9.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got nothing to say after that ridiculous story. I mean, that's worse than the bank robbery to me.
Yeah.
That he clocks that, and the bloke on the desk. All right, Kirsty. Oh, you're 2 foot shorter and hairy.
She wasn't a looker anyway. So.
She wasn't a looker anyway. Brilliant. Oh, play a record and say cheerio. We'll see you next week for the last time for a little
Just
while.
got ads and...
Oh, adverts. Oh, I'd love to end with adverts.
See you later. It's brilliant. Going out on a bang.
XFM.
Ladies and gents, you're listening to XFM 104.9. Big thank you to Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington.